Hi everyone, this is Cody Smith. Welcome to my channel, Cody Smith, Pure Sport with Christ. I just wanted to come in here and talk for a minute about my book, The World of Disability. And one thing I'm doing is I'm kind of relating it to Plato's The Allegory of the Cave, where it's the men who are facing the back of the cave and they're in chains, and there's a fire so they can see shadows on the back wall of the cave. They don't know what they are. And the way I look at it is I'm metaphorically in a similar situation, except I'm turned around where I can see outside the cave. And instead of my chains being physically on me, they're inside of me because of my disability, so I can't be free. But on the other hand, there is a door on the cave which I possess the key to, so I can open the door by opening my mouth and talking about what life is like with a disability. And that is why I'm doing this, why I'm writing this book, why I do this YouTube, why I do Instagram, why I do TikTok, why I do Clapper, why I do any and all social media, to spread the word of what having a disability is really like. And those are the kinds of things that I want everyone to know, because I want you to know the truth of what having a disability is like, and to show how, disability or not, we're all the same, because we all possess the same human characteristics. Our disabilities only kind of, suppress and restrain our use of these human characteristics. So we have to take into account, wait a minute, my disability is restraining me in this way. So how do I work around that in order to do this typical task that people on earth have to do in order to survive, whether it be, cooking my own meals, driving, shaving, you name it. And those are the kinds of things that I think about because, yeah, maybe in a sense, seeing me sitting in a wheelchair or seeing me walking in a walker or with a cane, that may clue you in. I have a disability, but, most people's disabilities aren't visible. Our disabilities are not visible. Only the external effects of those of our disabilities are visible. And even if you saw me like that, you wouldn't know what disability I have. You might, in your mind, have an idea of, okay, here's a list of potential disabilities he could have, potential reasons he could be in a wheelchair, and along with that comes a list of potential stereotypes, myths, and different things that have been perpetuated throughout the centuries, which I'm also working to dispel through adding in my book a lot of the information, not only about medically what my disability is, but also showing, from a lot of disability advocacy organizations and articles in in my book what, the true answer to the myth is and how it applies to me, and showing you the history of how people with disabilities have been treated in America and throughout the world due to a lack of understanding by those who do not have disabilities. So that is why I'm doing this, and that is why I want people to know, here's the real truth, and here's my life as a prime example, where I basically, in a way, metaphorically, take you by the hand and guide you down the path of my life so you can see, here's a first hand account of what having a disability is like, even though it's not the same black and white, one for one correlation for everybody. Here's at least one case scenario that you can go off of, and maybe learning this will make it easier and more comfortable for you to go to others with disabilities and talk to them and learn their true stories. Because we all have a story, because we all live a life, and we should be willing and free to share it because we're all equally human and therefore we all have the right to share our stories in the way that works best for us, on our own time, our own pace, our own comfort level, our own word choice, and so on and so forth. And that is what I'm trying to do, both with my social media and with my book. And I hope to publish it hopefully by the end of this year, beginning of next year. And don't hesitate to reach out to me with questions and comments because I want this to be as conversational as possible. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow for the live stream at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where you can ask questions and leave comments as well. Thanks, everyone.